Hi, everybody. It's a little, holy moly. Nobel Peace Laureates aren't supposed to be violent. I don't know. I tell you, I have a hard time with that myself. It's a little intimidating sometimes being in a room of people who can talk about renewable energy and the grid and all of that stuff. I know nothing about that. My first activism was against United States foreign policy, and I am proud to say that I continue to be against United States foreign policy. In protesting the war in Vietnam, my first protest was in May of 1970. I am a decently preserved 64-year-old woman. We don't have time, you know, they're gonna take away my minutes if you keep clapping. I was afraid to deal with the environment. The thought of the planet dying around us made me so agitated that I stuck my head in the sand around the environment, that and women's issues. I got so mad at men for thinking they had the right to give women our rights, that I couldn't be a coherent women's rights activist because all I wanted to do was slap them. Now that I am old and mellow in my activism, I have come to recognize that I can now handle women's rights and the environment. When I was walking yesterday with 400,000 or however many hundreds of thousand we were, and let us not forget the tens of thousands around the world in other cities. It's not just here, people. It was happening around the world. We're walking on the asphalt. We're surrounded by huge, tall buildings that say nothing to us about Mother Earth. I'm from the great state of Vermont, and I am so damn proud of it. We preserve the environment. We care about the earth. We care about the water. We care about the animals. I wake up in my house in Vermont, and there's a black bear out in front of my house. There's a heron. There are lady wild turkeys that my dog chases with gay abandon. And my state had the courage to have the stupid nuclear power plant shut down. Go Vermont. And it was civil society pushing the issues. Having the 400,000 in the streets yesterday and the tens of thousands around the world are sending a message to the governments who will be here tomorrow. But let's not call them leaders. Yes. If those mostly men were leaders, we would not have to be here doing this. If the governments of the world did most of the things that normal human beings like you and me wanted, we would be able to sit home and read or plant flowers or do whatever the hell we wanted to do, right? Nuclear weapons would have been gone decades ago. We would not be commodifying water. We would not be selling out the planet for a few billionaires, excuse me, for the billionaires who we might know, few billionaires to keep making money at the cost of life. As I walked down the street yesterday, and I'm looking at the asphalt, and I'm thinking, I can see why some of these people don't get it. In my house, I never wear shoes. I walk out of the front door onto the grass and the dirt, and I like the dirt on me. I like to feel it. I like to get down on my hands and knees and dig into the ground to plant plants and pull the weeds, and people who live in cement and airplanes and meet each other in Geneva and New York and all the other important cities of the world to discuss the problems facing us and how they can avoid what we, the people, want. Perhaps we should take them out into the middle of a field and have them negotiate there. Perhaps we should put them, or maybe even better, no, hell, we don't want them in Vermont. They can't come to Vermont, Or perhaps where we should really put them is in the middle of the tar sands. Let them sit there in the middle of those noxious fumes. Yes. Let them bring their children who then might develop thyroid cancer. Yes. Let them see the reality of what their policies are doing to our planet. Yes. They are not leading. They are leading from behind, and we're going to kick their butt till they're out in front. And I want to end with an echoing of what my dear friend and my great activist sister Crystal said about Mother Earth. Mother Earth don't care if we're here or not. Let's get over it, people. We're not here to save Mother Earth. We're here to save ourselves because we are messing up the planet. Let's get it straight here. There have been 7 to 9 major extinctions on this planet. Mother Earth is still here. She embraces and invites whatever species choose to be part, well, I don't know about choice. Whatever species become part of this planet are embraced by Mother Earth. Hopefully, we will have the sense to take our shoes off, go out and touch the earth of our mother, and save ourselves and embrace her, because without her, we will not exist, and she will probably breathe a sigh of relief.